Kings.
How do you open this?
And we're live, just like this right
Oh,
here.
word. We got one.
Bang, bang.
Yes, sir.
Bang, bang.
About to close it open.
Yeah, no, we doing that. We make sure we get brewskis cracked up on here. It's exactly that time to be able to. I was literally about to say it's 5 o'clock somewhere, but it literally is about to be 5 o'clock. So hey,
Yo, that's a fact.
it works out.
That's
It
a
works
fact.
out.
That's a
It
fact.
works out.
Hey, man, appreciate you having me, bro.
Likewise, you didn't drink. You didn't drink, did you?
Nah.
Okay, I was gonna say, how dare you? Because
Nah.
it'd be bad luck if you
Nah,
did.
I waited.
I got gypsy blood, so you can't do that shit.
It's good. It's good.
We're superstitious.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're in here. The camera's a little bit high, but whatever. Fuck it. You can see us. That's the main thing, right?
Exactly, man.
How's your lives? How's your wives? It's time for Ryne Radio, episode 213 in the fucking studio. We're here with, who is you, my guy?
My name's Anish, man. I'm from Denver, Colorado. I'm a hip hop artist, producer. Yeah, man. I'm just here to vibe out, talk about life, chop it up with you, man. You know.
You do have to get close to with these ones because it's a little bit more directional. Than
Okay, bet. My name's Anish.
Bang.
I'm from Denver, Colorado. I'm a hip hop artist, producer, and we're here to chop it up about life, man. Have crazy conversations and entertain the people at home. So you know what's up.
We are indeed. I'm not seeing. Is this not working? This should be working. I know we're live, but I don't see. There it is. Okay, let me do that again. Pop out chat.
Hell yeah.
There we go.
Oh, we got
Well,
the chat.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I know people's in here. I see
Yo,
people's.
what's
I see. Oh shit, my guy Benzo Moreau's in
Benzo
here. What the
Lucky.
fuck?
Shout out, shout
My
out,
guy Benzo's. He lives in Michigan. He almost next to never can like watch these lives because West Coast Michigan time. Whoop de whoop. He's been a solid supporter of mine for fucking a long ass time. I never
Hell
even
yeah.
met that guy.
Hell
Never met
yeah.
him. Never been to Michigan. He's bought shirts of mine.
Wow.
Fucking watch my battles.
That's
like
love, bro.
has thrown my name in the Michigan scene, trying to get me booked out there and shit like that for no
Yeah.
reason at all. But like fucking just love, man. Fucking salute my guy.
Yo.
Salute my guy Lucky. He's up in the fucking mix. He's battler on the BOTZ battles. So is fucking faux name cows. That's fucking free game cows right there. They both of them guys were just recently on our last card
Okay, that's what's up.
that we had. Let me put that up on the screen for the peoples. It was BOTZ at the shop too. We had Sasquatch Josh go against Lucky Cows. faced White Widow Hayes. Nefazar took on Vinny the Jet. Casa De Niro in Triple One battled. And then we had Rashad versus Van B, Doomsday Decay versus Jiggles, Wisecrack versus Faust, Maverick versus Ricky Dub, the Dreamer. It was a time to be had, man. It was
crazy.
It was good.
That's crazy.
We almost like it was kind of too good of a thing. Like a lot of people showed up. Like the space wasn't necessarily like the space we were using would be cool if we had a few homies coming through, but like we actually had like a good amount of people to where like we could have been at a bar or something. So where
that's what's
the
up,
shit's
bro.
growing. We're getting a good momentum right now. And I mostly bring that up because literally like right when you came over, you saw me like I'm in the middle of uploading these battles to the Patreon.
Hell yeah.
As we speak. I already know right now I uploaded Maverick versus Ricky Dub the Dreamer, Wisecrack versus Faust, Doomsday Decay versus Jiggles, and Rashad versus Van B. That is right now currently June 3rd or July 3rd at 4:52 p.m. I know for a fact all 4 of those battles are on the Patreon and have the corresponding polls. I know I fucked up on the Jiggles name. I have to go back and edit that. Fucking fire me, okay? Sorry. But outside of that, make sure you guys go fucking check out the battles, vote on the polls, attached to each one because those are very integral. I keep fucking up that word every time I try to say it.
Integral, yeah.
I be trying to like be all fancy with my words over here, man. I that's all I do is
Mr. Merriam-Webster himself.
That's all I do is be on camera, say words. Like I gotta try to be like fucking. Let's pull out some fucking knowledge, bro. No, but the Patreon polls are very important going forward for us because they are the way that we are determining who will be the future BOTZ champion. It is a currently vacant title.
He brought out the belt, though.
Yeah, it's a currently vacant title, man. We've had 2 great champions in the past, in the Dirtbag Dan era of the BOTZ days. I tried to establish a title tournament in 2020. Fucking peak pandemic, terrible timing to do it. But we had some fun with it, but, it just didn't really fall through the way that it should have. But, a lot of that I take the fucking fault for. But regardless, we've still been fucking making events happen. We've been going. And then something happened at the very beginning of this year to where we just started hitting a good stride, started doing monthly fucking events every fucking month so far since March. And just the momentum's been building. People's understanding like what our fucking new mission is. And it's been a fucking fun ass time, man.
Hell yeah.
So, if you're watching right now, definitely go hop up on that Patreon. Shit fucking looks crispy and spicy. But that being said, that's what's been going on with us fucking as of late. What's fucking, I know you came through, you did a free verse with us before.
Yeah.
You didn't get to have it. We just didn't, I think the timing that night or some shit was off, like on my part, I think. It was, yeah.
Nah, it's good, it's good.
It was, and we didn't do an episode of the show.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to do that.
But we're here now.
We're here now.
You just did a free verse.
Yeah, man.
I didn't have time to be able to like edit it right when we go live, but you guys be on the lookout for that. I also have another I got another like 1 or 2 that I still have to edit and put together for folks. But that being said, we are still getting busy with the free verses down here. This man came through.
Hell yeah.
Fucking how you feeling about that, but also like just what you been up to lately?
Yeah,
I know
bro.
You went and fucking did a bunch of shows like kind of Midwest, right? Like area?
Yeah. So we did after the last time we did the free verse, which I think was like early or mid to end of February. I went ahead and did my first like independent tour. So I went and toured and I did we started out in SF here and then we did LA. We did the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area, New York, Denver.
Damn.
So Denver is my hometown, as you can see from the shout out Avalanche, by the way, for winning the cup. But yeah, man, 5 shows. Started that in March, ended that at basically beginning of May. So over 2 months, we did 5 cities. First independent tour ever. Pretty amazing, man. It was definitely something I've been trying to do for a while, and I think for me, like. I think there's kind of 3 lanes of like hip hop for the viewers at home so this lane is the battle rap scene, right?
Yeah.
Do you have bars and can you spit, right? The second piece is can you perform? Can you be in front of people and can you galvanize and can you win over a crowd?
Let's try to get this more in the front.
Yeah, there we go.
Because it was more like picking up like
all right, bet.
it's kind of Sorry,
Yeah.
it was bugging my OCD.
Yeah. And then the third thing is, can you make, like, for me at least as an artist, can you make music, right? I think a lot of people can do one or two, but I think for me, like, the battle rap is something that I'm trying to do more of, right? I've done a lot of the shows and the
Hey man, I know a guy.
yeah, man.
I know a guy.
I know a guy too, you know. So yeah, man, we went on tour, wrapped that up in May, and then trying to do more shows this summer. I got some music coming up on my Spotify, trying to release my next EP this summer. Or I guess this fall, I guess, since it already is technically summer.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we in Hot Boy Summer currently.
Hot-
I'm
Hot
looking
Boy
out the
Summer.
window. It is peak fucking brightness.
Yeah, bro. So I mean, just got that going on, man, and you know, just trying to continue to show love to the fans, man. Appreciate y'all for coming to the shows and tuning in, and yeah, I got a lot of music I'm planning to release for the people, more shows to do, and I love doing stuff like this because I think, at least for me, I really connect with just energy. You know, we talk about this all the time about how, like, energy is so important, and something I've gotten to, like, become more, like, aware of as I've, you know, gotten further in this music game and this entertainment game is, like, you just want to be around good people, good energy, because that'll really propel you to where you want to be. You know, it's not always the most well-known person that you need to be around. You just need to be around someone who's good energy that's going to help you. Because I know a lot of, you know, people there at the top in the industry, but, like, when push comes to shove, when you actually meet them, it's like this energy is probably not at the same, like, frequency as me, and you just want to be around good people, man. So I think that's why we connected when we first, you know, chopped it up.
I agree, man. I do think, not to, like, put pushback to what you're saying. I definitely agree, but I think also, like, a little bit what we were saying off mic beforehand also plays into it too, to where it's like it's definitely good energy. You gotta, like, you gotta work with people that, like, give back what, like, you give, but it's also, like, a work ethic level too, to where, like,
Totally.
But it's interesting though, because it's what you're saying. It's like there are people that can very much be on that level of execution, just constantly grinding, but, like, they're stuck in that moment to where they're like, they're a fucking asshole to fucking be with or deal with or wherever.
Exactly.
Or I don't know. I'm almost, like, down to where, like, I don't even really care if somebody is, like, maybe, like, rubs me the wrong way, as long as, like, they get, like, the important shit done.
They get the stuff done.
Because then, like, it's like, if you rub me the wrong way, but you get the important shit done, then it makes me,
Keep
like,
it professional.
It makes me realize, like, oh, you just really care about the work.
Correct.
So it's like,
Correct.
I'm not necessarily, like, it's like you almost want to feel disrespected, but then, like, if they actually, like, live up to their part, and it's like, maybe I'm not fucking, maybe I'm looking at it wrong. But no, I agree. Like, and especially these days, like, everybody's doing something. Everybody's a fucking musician now. Everybody's a rapper. Everybody's a podcaster. So it's like we're at the level to where if you are gonna do this kind of stuff, be easy to work with.
Be easy to work with.
Be easy to work with. Do it with people that, like, you do fucking get a genuine, like, hey man, I fucks with you. Like, I want to fucking help put you on and, like, help put each other on. Like, and that's all any of this is. It's just help putting each other on.
Helping each other, man.
Because it's like, you know, I probably have the easiest job out of any of you guys that I bring on this show, whether you're, like, you know, you guys that do music or, like, my comedy folks or, like, my pro wrestling folks or whoever. Like, I just get to have the fun of, like, oh, this person's doing something interesting in this world. Like, let me just try to pull them in and talk to them about, or her for something for, like, an hour or so or whatever, to where it's like, I'm just, I feel that's a very ubiquitous thing that you're saying.
Yeah.
Too, you know?
Yeah.
To where it's not so much very direct with certain things. It's just, it's a very, like, oh, there's something here that I've fucked with and vibe with, and to where I get a unique privilege to be able to, like, go in and out of all these different worlds and find individuals like yourself that, like, are on that same fucking page.
Yeah, man. It's rare these days, right? Because I feel like you're gonna meet a lot of people, and I think the intention is genuine for a lot of people. I just think sometimes you might be on the different page with the work ethic, the execution, just the communication, right? And that's what I realize is okay. You can still wish that people do well. You could still appreciate them from afar. You could still want them to do well, but it's like, at the same time, it's probably not best if we work together just because our vibes are different, you know? And so that's the thing, is, like, just some, like, you know, we talked about this before. It's like, why spend energy trying to, like, bring people down? Rather put that energy in just trying to lift yourself up.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of people that go on just trying to just, like, you know, blast other people. I'm like, for what? You could have just put that energy into yourself and created something.
And I'm definitely at that level myself, as far as, like, definitely putting my energy into myself, but not doing it in so much a self-isolating bubble kind of sort of way.
Exactly.
Still
Exactly.
doing it in a way that like provides something to folks,
Exactly.
but just understanding like I need to raise my own level of energy, my own fucking level of vibration, whatever you want to like
Yeah.
label it,
Yeah.
in a way that just like, oh, when this fool's on and when this fool's just in a certain way and just providing a certain level of work, it like has the ripple effect out. And like
Totally.
literally with what I'm doing, it really does kind of affect a lot of other people as well, to where like, you know, all that stuff kind of really feeds into each other. And you know, that's kind of the beauty of any sort of art that anybody does, is if you can really reach into those sort of things that's really happening around you and be able to pull that into your creative space. I don't know, that's like where the real magic is in anything, right? It's just
Bringing people together.
relating is like,
Totally.
whether it's you know, music or just any, like just somebody somewhere being like, I'm feeling a certain way, and then all of a sudden hearing something that like might, you know,
Change them.
change them to be
Galvanize
like,
them.
damn, there's other people that are like, you know,
Also
exactly
going
what I'm
through
kind of
this.
telling.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's the beauty. That's the beauty of art, like you said, and the beauty of just like, I don't know, like I think there's kind of like two layers to everything, right? There's like creating content, and then there's like connecting with people, right? With the whole two sides of everything. And it's like I think a lot of us are one track minded usually. Like for me, my comfort zone was kind of just doing things, putting them out. But the hard part is like galvanizing everyone towards a vision, like you mentioned, right? It's like how do you bring people onto the show to get them to freestyle, or how do you hear their story and then use it to, galvanize your story and, to the viewers at home as well, right? It's like everyone has a unique story, as you mentioned. It's like you don't know what you're gonna hear one day that's just gonna blow you away. That's the beauty of art, is just it's so ubiquitous, but at the same time, it's like the power of just speaking, the power of sharing your art with people and being vulnerable. I guarantee you they may not tell it to you to your face, but like they'll somebody's like, wow, damn, that really helped me.
No,
That's the beauty of
I
it.
100% agree. And like, it's that, like, I don't necessarily know how to classify it, but it's that like philosophy, or that sort of whatever that interchange is that someone goes through,
Yeah.
to where they put all of themselves into a piece of art that
Yeah.
they're making, to be able to like pick up on someone else doing that and pull it into a way to where you almost feel that they're speaking to you.
Yeah.
But then like the older I've been getting, the more I've been understanding like it's almost beautifully sad, but like the people that like do things the best in like creative spaces, I've come to learn, are like they just got so much pain. Like really like
Facts.
especially like all of like my most favorite like soul singers and shit. Cause like as a kid, I'd just be like, oh man, like you'd almost look at it as like, oh, like what kind of light of life you must have to be
Yeah.
able to channel that. But then
Yeah.
now the older I'm getting, the more I'm understanding of like, no, that comes from trying to get it all out.
All out.
You know?
Yeah.
Do you like, how much of that do you feel like you pull into your own music? And like
Oh,
where
yeah.
do you what do you, is there like any certain things growing up that really made you be like, that's how it needs to be?
Yeah, I'll be honest, just about myself, just from an emotional maturity standpoint. When I first 18 years of my life, I think I was a very, I was very like, I lived at home, I was with my family, and I think I was kind of afraid to really say what I meant, just because I didn't want to disobey my parents. And then when I went to college in Boston. I actually went to MIT, and like I thought I was gonna do like computer science and finance and do all this stuff, and then like music kind of just happened, right? It kind of just came upon me, and I realized it was a channel for me to say things that I wouldn't normally say to other people. It's kind of a vessel for me. And as I became more acclimated in college to just being more open and honest, I think that's where I realized like only gonna make music that's like relevant to my life. I'm not gonna try to like be somebody else. I'm not gonna say things that sound funny or sound cool. So like that's a journey that I went through when I started making music when I was like 21, 22. Like I'm 28 now, so it's like 6, 7 years. And for me, like whether it's a situation with a romantic partner, whether it's me venting about a situation that happened. Maybe it's me very inspired about something. I will literally make music based on how I'm feeling. So I'm not gonna make something unless I truly feel like I want to do it and I don't force myself. And I think that's me coming out of that emotional immaturity that I had when I went into college of like I was scared to say what I wanted. I was scared to be me. I was scared to disagree. I didn't want to break friendships or destroy things. Now, I just say my piece. I put it all out there. Like I lay it all on the table. Like this is how I feel about you, or this is the situation. This is how I feel like this wasn't right that happened. We need to fix this. Like I don't hold back anymore because I feel like if you hold back, communication is like the key. Like trust and communication is the key for everything. And if you don't have that, like whatever I do in my music, it far extends as well to just my life too. So like I actually think creatives and artists, we are some of the most honest people you'll ever meet. And that's just how it is. Like I've met a lot of artists and I've met a lot of people who are not artists. The people who are not artists might be making more money because they're in tech or finance or whatever and they're doing good things. But like the most authentic and honest people are usually the artists because they've been through that pain, like you said, and they speak their truth. And honestly, I connect with that more than I do with people who basically bury their feelings, hide how they feel, deny life, are not honest with themselves about what they need to work on, are not accountable. I was making a joke about this the other day with one of my friends, but I said every circle that I go into, I feel like I'm the one that always owns up to my faults and says it's my bad, it's my bad, it's my bad. And I'm like, is there something actually wrong with me, or is it that everyone else doesn't own up to their faults? And I just realized when you're mature and you're honest about who you are, and you actually try to be like before pointing the finger at somebody else, you point it at yourself. That's how you know you're on the right trajectory. And like this self awareness, that's what I would say. Like to your question of you make music about stuff that you go through, it's that self awareness of who you are. And once you figure out who you are and what you want, the music all starts to follow because you realize this is me and this is exactly the type of music that I want to make to embody my life. So it's all just about being authentic and real. And like you said, when you see it and you feel it, the vibes don't lie, bro.
Fair enough. No, I fucking can't really disagree with none of that shit. And was there like a particular artist or a particular project or or maybe like multiple artists or multiple projects that really brought you to that place of like like this is a great example of like that transference of like somebody putting all of themselves into fucking their art.
Yeah, bro. I mean, like right now, I went through a certain like situation recently. Like we talked about this, and I was just in a lot of pain. It was just like it was a romantic situation, and I was in a lot of pain, and I made a happy song, an angry song, and a sad song, and that was like the first time I really channeled all of my pain into music. But I've done it one time previously, which was a few years ago. Like I really I think sometimes as an artist, you're kind of like I'm not inspired and I'm hurting and I'm in pain. So should I make music or should I not make music? Should I just feel my emotions and kind of just let them like ride and then make something that's more positive, right? But it's like I think as an artist it's an opportunity and we're all human, right? We all feel different emotions. We're not all here all the time. We're here, here, here. The emotions kind of like fluctuate every now and then, right? And so I think if all of us chose to find healthy outlets to express our emotions instead of blaming other people and taking self accountability, I think we'd live in a much better world. And I think that's try to what I try to preach, man, is like, if you're not feeling good, if you're not happy, really introspect and understand why that is because it comes to mastering thyself. And I think for me, recently with what we've been talking about, like this is the first time where I feel like I'm very self-aware of what I need to do. In previous situations like this, I would like be angry, I'd wild out, I wouldn't be happy, and I would just blame the other person. But I'm like, nah, this is on me. This is me taking accountability and taking my power back and realizing I gotta be better. I gotta be more. I gotta have more selection and more like discernment in terms of the types of people that I put myself around. And the gut never lies, man. If your gut tells you like this is probably not the right situation for me, it's usually right. Like I should probably get out and I should probably just focus more on being around people who build me up. So I think to answer your question, I think it comes with time, it comes with experience, and it comes with just being like, I'm tired of this BS. Like I've had enough of this with myself. I gotta be more honest and I gotta realize like I gotta take accountability for the situations we're all in our life, whether we want to admit it or not. It is on us to try to get ourselves out of that situation. And if we're not happy, we got to make those changes in life. A lot of times it's like, oh well this, well that. And that's where I challenge myself. I'm like, okay, I'm not happy right now. What can I do about my health? Okay, I get a trainer, right? Or I'm not eating correctly. What can I do? Start buying healthier things when I go to the supermarket, right? Or I don't feel like I have friends that I can trust. Okay, then be around different people. I'm not happy. I don't want to live with so and so. Okay, then get your own place. I don't have money. Okay, then find another job or, learn a skill so that you can monetize that. So like I think there's a lot of ways to try to be resourceful and find a solution. I just think sometimes when you're stuck in the problem mindset, the problems grow. And there's this book that I'm reading. It's called Be Obsessed or Be Average by Grant Cardone that I've been recently like really diving into. I'll send it to you after. But the message of that book is,
I like the title name.
yeah, bro, the message of that book, the crux of the book is people tell you, oh, be grateful for what you have. Oh, this person doesn't have this. Absolutely. Be grateful, be thankful. But it's like, whoever told you that if you had X amount of money or X amount of success, or like you want to be a better father, you want to be a better like sister, whatever it is that you want in your life, who's to tell you that like you've already done these things so you can't have those things? And that's what the book is about, is like being obsessed with the success. And I won't give too much away for the viewers, but the book is basically about him saying I had a drug problem. I removed that drug problem and I fixed it. And then I had an obsession with goals. And then people told me, oh, you're working too hard. Don't work so hard. And that's the lesson, is like, people are going to say something no matter what. It's just a matter of like, do you know yourself well enough to be like, this is what I want and this is what I'm going to do to get there?
Right. Nah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, no, I fucks with that shit, man. I can't like, and it's all the kind of same sort of vibes that like I appreciate out of anybody. I'm all about just like, especially these days, just my whole shit is like personal liability and personal or liberty and liability.
Yeah.
That's all it is for me. Is like, hey, have the freedom to do what you want as long as you're like responsible enough to be like, fuck, I fucked up over here.
Exactly.
But after you make this project coming up in the summer, are you going to be going like on another multi-city kind of run, trying to do some shit?
2023, that's the plan.
Hell yeah.
That's the plan. I think we're trying to do, so we did 5 cities this time. We're trying to do 10.
There you go. Like kind of similar sort of area. You trying to go to maybe different sort of areas?
So we'll probably try to grow the 5 cities we did last time. And I think we want to add San Diego, Chicago, Boston, Central California coast, like the San Luis Obispo area, potentially Miami, and then we might do one more city. So there's a few cities we're throwing out there, just starting with the people we know in those places, and then go from there. So
hell yeah,
trying to just do bigger and better things, man. So
are you like what stage are you at coming along with the project? Like, do you have like a certain amount of track lists like already kind of put in place, or like you still kind of like in the writing stage and still trying to mix things?
Yeah.
Where are you at?
So the project is about this certain like situation that I told you about that I went through, and it's gonna be a 3-track project, and then I'm gonna release it singles by single. Like one single, I think I'm gonna do one single next month, a second single the month after, and then I'll release the whole project the following month. So hoping for sometime September, October for the full release. But I'm thinking about doing. I'm still figuring it all out, and obviously we'll see where it goes. But hoping to do like a show in the Bay, maybe somewhere locally after I release the project, or some sort of listening party for the viewers and the fans and stuff. So
hell yeah, no, fucking, I'll keep an eye open for that. Try to fucking roll through if that's the case.
It'd be amazing, man. That'd be amazing. So yeah, man, just trying to just continue to do that. I've been in the Bay to 5 or 6 years now, and I feel like I'm starting to really just unlock the different cities here. Just doing more performances in SF, in East Bay and South Bay. There's a lot of just potential and a lot of musicians in all places. So just trying to hit all the different fronts. I'm considering also doing like a circuit of cities in the Bay, just like a little mini.
Fair enough. I will say too, because you say you're mostly from Denver, right?
Yeah, so I'm from Denver.
So I'll put you on something. I'll forgive it because you're out of towner, but like
Oakland,
the SF, that's like some techie shit. Like,
Oakland, bro.
I don't know what SF is.
Oakland.
No. San Francisco's cool, but that shit's Frisco. Like, if you talk about Frisco, call it Frisco. I always try to preach that
Fair
shit
enough.
to everybody possible.
Frisco. All right, bet.
Drop the SF shit. That shit's Frisco. That shit's the SCO.
The
Fucking-
skull.
I ain't never heard the SF shit until like recent years when like a bunch of people from like Minnesota moved out here.
The
And it's
SCO.
like,
I
oh,
like
it's
the SCO.
SF? Are you going to SF? So
Okay, bet. Appreciate that.
It already broke my heart a little bit that you're wearing a fucking Avalanche jersey.
Hey, man.
Because
Sharks.
I'm a Sharks fucking fan, but it is what it is. I just accept that the Sharks probably won't ever really fucking get all the way, or if I do, I'll definitely be partying that night. But
I went to that Sharks game a few years ago when they played the Avs. You remember that in the first round?
See, I've only started really getting into it in the last year or so because, and I've just been like a bandwagon fan like before that because it was the only like local hockey team, and no one in my family ever really like put me on a hockey at all.
Okay.
I just randomly stumbled onto it. I think I used to have to do night school classes in like sophomore year or some shit, and the teacher that I had would put on Sharks games while we were fucking sitting there doing our little fucking work packets and shit.
That's dope.
So I started kind of getting used to the idea of like, oh shit, hockey's pretty tight. And I just never knew the rules or whatever the fuck. And ever since then, I was always kind of a bandwagon fan. And then, of course, coming out to the Bay Area, or when I moved out here and I got hooked up with Dirtbag Dan and Battle of the Z, Dan at one point was a massive fucking Sharks fan. And, he grew up in San Jose. So he's, that shit's just, that's the town team.
Yeah.
So, definitely being around the battle rap scene kind of like made me become a even harder bandwagon fan. But then lately in the last couple years, I like actually committed, got Hulu Live just so I can watch fucking Sharks games. Fucking shout out fucking Brett Burns. That's a fucking boy right there. Fucking, I don't know him at all. I just fucking, that dude's fucking sick. He got like no teeth and he's just fucking, motherfucker, what is he, a center? But he's like playing like a forward and shit like that. Motherfucker's raw, man. But no, I fucks with it now. And I hella want to go to a game and shit like that. But never been yet.
What's your team? What
Sharks? So basically, lately I only really ever check out Sharks games and shit like that, and then like by proxy, honestly, I never had a fucking favorite basketball team. I feel like for me to say it's the Warriors would be so fucking
that's good.
Just bandwagony loser shit.
Because
realistically, I grew up in Manteca. And I grew up in the era of like Peja Stojakovic on the Kings and Chris Webber. So like realistically, I kind of grew up more of a fucking Sacramento Kings fan.
That was the team right there.
And like
Vlade Divac.
I don't ever really like say that much because like I've been in the Bay for so long that I feel like I'm embedded behind enemy lines. So I don't want to rock the boat. Yeah. But like I grew up in fucking Sacramento. I grew up, basically like my family teams growing up was the Niners for football because when I was a kid, it was during the fucking was it the Steve Young years and shit like that?
Oh, yeah.
And then for fucking basketball, it was Sacramento Kings because of fucking Weber and Stojakovic and all of that shit.
Yeah, man.
That fucking run. It was basically like Kings and then it morphed into the Lakers. I feel like no matter where you're from, you had to be a Lakers fan at a certain point just because of what Kobe was doing. Like, it was so undeniable.
I hate Kobe, man. That's why he was so great. He was so great. Everyone hated him. And then like, I mean, it was tragic when whatever happened.
Yeah. No, so like I was never like a Lakers fan, but I can just respect like when they were just on that like early 2000s run, man. It was just like, fuck, these guys just fucking got it.
He was so good. He was so good, man. He was so good.
But even during that time, I was still like, nah, Kings, man. So yeah, probably like Kings for basketball, definitely Niners for football. I've always clung to that. I was never really a Raiders guy. I respect what the Warriors are doing. They're definitely a fucking. I like ever
Raiders.
Since like they like reimagined the logo and all that shit.
Yeah,
it's been
yeah.
tight. Fuck the Raiders though, to be honest. Honestly, I'll get into it because I'm more so like on the business standpoint of shit. It's you motherfuckers were like embedded in Oakland. Like you guys like you guys were like one of Oakland's most original ass teams and shit like that. And you're like, oh hey, you know what? We're just gonna fuck off to Los Angeles because we don't have a fucking stadium with our name on it.
Yeah.
And then they fucked off to Los Angeles. And, like, realistically, Los Angeles, like, clung on to them better than Oakland really ever did. Exactly. At least in the early time. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't fucking around. I just get that impression because, like, Los Angeles fucking loves fucking Raiders. I mean, and, like, Oakland does too, but I feel like with the Bay, because you also have the Niners, like, you're always gonna have that, like, faction split of the fans. But so like, and then they fucking went to Los Angeles, and then they're like, all right, whatever, we're gonna come back to Oakland because it's not working out here either. We're not gonna get a stadium with our name on it down here either. So let's go back to Oakland. And then they're like, eventually, oh shit, Las Vegas wants to put a stadium with our name on it. Let's just go. Like that's really all it's ever been. It's just like, who's gonna give us a stadium with our name on it? And it's like, all right, I kind of respect it because fucking you work a certain point in your life, you fucking make so much money, you're like, I just want a fucking football stadium with my goddamn name on it. But it's like, bro, at a certain point, like, Fuck the Davis family. Like all these fucking stadiums now are fucking named after like MetLife. Like they're all named after fucking companies anyways. It's like, what's the point? So it's like, fuck y'all. Fucking have fun in Vegas. It's hot as fuck down there. There's nothing to really do other than lose your money. Fuck you guys.
So they took the.
Hey, you know what? It's a town full of losers, so it's a perfect fucking move. And it's honestly the most Bay Area thing that you could do is leave Oakland and go move to fucking Vegas.
So that was my thing. I was saying like they took the Raiders. They technically took the Warriors too. They moved them to Frisco, right?
Yeah.
See what I did, Frisco.
Yeah. There you go. There
Frisco.
you go.
I'm learning.
It sounds better.
Sorry, it sounds way better. So they took those two. I mean, they still have the A's there, right? And then what was the fourth team?
And the A's are about to fucking.
Are they moving too?
I don't know if they're moving out of the town. I just know they're about to.
Stadiums.
Yeah.
Okay.
To where even that to me is like.
I mean, still, yeah.
You couldn't fucking just renovate the fucking stadium.
Correct.
You fuck. It's already big as fuck.
They could have like tried to do something with Oracle too, make it a baseball.
I think they are though. I think it is something with Oracle because Oracle doesn't have anything there because Oracle took their name off of the where the Warriors used to play.
Okay.
What is that? The Coliseum? That's not the Coliseum.
The Coliseum.
Well, because the problem.
Raiders, yeah.
Well, no, there's the Coliseum where the Raiders was.
Oracle is where the Warriors used to play.
But they're also like across the street, kind of from each other,
Correct.
and like nothing's there anymore. Like they just do concerts there now, and then like monster truck rallies.
The A's is right there
like
too, right? The A's.
But so now they're about to leave. So you have three major fucking things there that are just not going to be used and whatever. But they're making all these other shit, all these other places. But honestly, though, I saw the plans that they want to do for the A's shit.
Yeah.
And it looked, if I remember right, it is still going to be in Oakland, but it's going to be more towards the water. So like you kind of get almost the view. It's actually the joke out here in a lot of Bay Area people is it's better to live in the East Bay on the shitty side because then you get to look across the water and see all the rich shit on the other side, whereas all the rich people in fucking Frisco have to look across the water and see fucking the East Bay. So it's like, hilarious. It's better to live in the
East Bay than to see all that stuff.
So it's honestly like kind of tight if they move the park like right there on the water because then you'd probably get like a badass fucking view of the shit. Because if I remember correct, like they also moved the Giants out of Candlestick. Wait, is there a new one still by the water? I can't remember.
Nah, the new one is by the what is it called? Great America theme park.
Yeah, see, and that shit's whack. It used to be so tight when they would just fucking hammer one out the park and it'd like go hit a motherfucker on a kayak and shit, like waiting for a ball.
Like the Giant Stadium with
that used to be a Candlestick. Yeah. That's what I mean. It's like fucking Avo. What's up? Avo's in the mix. He's noticing your Avalanche jersey. He's from Colorado. He's like, of course he is.
I am Colorado.
Of course he is. I was saying, I take it as a slight disrespect because, you guys got to fucking get a cup win and fucking,
I'm sorry,
the Sharks suck all the time every year, but I love them anyway.
That's the thing with the Sharks, man, is they're close every year. Every year.
Dude, they always, like, ever since I've started actually been paying attention, it seems like they always got like a couple players on the team that are raw as fuck that can really do some shit, but there's always just heartbreaking ass moments that happen along the way.
I know, man.
And that happened this year. They had some moments where they were like, they fucking put the fucking boots to the fucking Kings like twice, I think, in the year. But then like later in the season, they just fucking got spanked like fucking 4 or 5 times. So it's like, Jesus Christ, just stop.
Joe Thornton.
Just stop.
Joe Thornton left, I think, right? And then after he left, I think like he was good. Like they were.
I don't even know.
Evander Kane too. They had a few good.
So Kane like was good, but like he was caught up in all that gambling shit and all the fucking fuck shit with his fucking baby mama. So fucking that fool got some fuck shit going on. But like I said, my guy's fucking Burns. That dude's a fucking like he also like currently got like the most active NHL games I think record, and he's still like, oh yeah, I'll probably play another few years. Like
that's crazy. Man. That's crazy.
No fucking teeth. Just fucking flies. Like he said, he's a fucking center just hammering fucking goals in like he's a forward. Like the motherfucker just plays the whole ice.
Oh, did I say the Giants play? I meant the Niners play by Great America.
He said the Giants Stadium didn't move.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, exactly. What is it? Yeah,
Giants is Oracle Park by the Mission Bay.
Yeah, the 49ers Stadium
49ers is down
is always succeed.
In San, it's like,
I don't know what that means. It was better when it was out by SFO. Yeah. No, yeah, because now that's also the joke out here is it's the Santa Clara fucking 49ers.
So Benzo said the Red Wings comment. I was gonna actually make the Red Wings comment earlier. He's from Michigan. The Avs and the Red Wings had a huge rivalry in the '90s and early 2000s. So that's funny. He was a Sharks fan because I was gonna say like that was a big rivalry, like 10, 15. Joe
Oh,
Sakic,
that's
Steve
hilarious. Yeah, he said he's a
yeah.
Sharks fan
He's
as
a
a
Sharks
kid.
fan, yeah.
Just because it was like the new expansion team probably at the time, even though like his home fucking, even
Wow.
like the home fucking place, Red Wings
Yeah,
were like
man, Red
killing
Wings
it.
were huge back then. Like the Avs and the Red Wings, we had a serious like rivalry. That was like a thing.
That's what I love about hockey is like it is popular, but it's not as popular as the other ones. So like everyone that's into it is fucking
Yeah, you
into
in,
it,
you in,
dog.
exactly,
Like
exactly.
motherfuckers are like,
Exactly.
"Wah!" Fucking, they're at a game. Like everyone at
Santa
the
Clara.
games are just going out of their fucking minds. Yeah.
Santa Clara, that's what
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was.
that's what I was saying,
I was
like-
like Santa, yeah.
No, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like that's the joke now is like people call them the Santa Clara fucking 49ers because the stadium's in Santa Clara.
Terrible, man. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. All right, so let me ask you this. I know like there's different sports, right? How would you rank them? So the four major professional: hockey, basketball, football, and baseball. How would you rank
For
those?
me, hockey, probably hockey, basketball, football, baseball. Yeah,
That's
in that
how I
order.
think that's how I would do it too. I don't know. I would it would depend on if my team is in the playoffs. But 1 and 2, I would interchange them.
I can definitely watch a full hockey game way better than I can watch all the
Bro,
other ones.
Hockey's so fun.
Baseball is one of those ones like if I'm like at home doing chores and I got nothing going on and I
Yeah.
don't want to like listen to a record, I'll throw like
Yeah.
on like either. I'm kind of like I'm a shitbag baseball fan because I like the Giants and the A's because they're in different divisions.
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah,
whatever, fucking. I'm just gonna claim both
Yeah,
because it's not
yeah.
like they play each other.
It's not like they play each other
And like
anyway.
when they do, it's just a tight like
just
battle of
interleague
the
play,
Bay
yeah.
thing or whatever the fuck. So I can just be a bandwagon fan. I'm like whatever, Giants are better this year. Fucking, we're going over. Maybe we can go to a Giant.
Yeah.
See, and I haven't been to any professional level games of anything. I haven't been to any hockey games at all. Haven't been to any basketball games. I've been to a lot of football games growing up in my life, nothing professionally, just like a lot of
Yeah.
high school games and a
Yeah.
couple college, not even college games, high school games at college stadiums.
Okay.
It was like towards the end of the seasons and shit.
Got you.
And then I've been to like minor league baseball games, which are fun as fuck. 'Cause,
Minor
like,
league is-
everyone's just getting drunk as shit. And, like you're just talking shit to minor league ball
You're like,
players.
yeah.
And it's fun though, because you could be like, "Hey, you fucking 32, you suck," and he'll just like turn right
That's
around like, "Your mom
hilarious.
fucking sucked me off last night, bitch." Like, like you ain't getting that shit at a pro game, dog.
No, you're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get that.
So that shit's fun. So yeah, I definitely probably put it in that order. Like hockey, I can like just watch a game of hockey on TV because it's exciting. It's fucking fast.
I went to game 1 of the cup, the Stanley Cup.
Oh shit!
I flew back, surprised my
shit.
dad. Went to
Oh
the-
shit!
21 years they hadn't been to the cup, so I was like, I bought tickets as soon as they beat the Oilers, bro. I bought them tickets, flew back.
That's a great fucking story.
It
How
was
did
a-
he fucking
it-
feel about that?
He was surprised. You know what he said? Well, it was an overtime win for that game, so it was a good game. But
yeah.
he was like, it was funny. It was the most parent thing, and I understand it and I respect it. But he was like, he was excited. He was like, oh, it's gonna be good. But he's like, you know, that money that you spent, I probably could have used that to fix our deck. I was like, I get it. I know. There was a part of him that was like really hurt. He was like,
He just couldn't let you have it.
I know he couldn't let me have it.
He just couldn't
Nah,
let
but
you have
it was a good game though.
He was like, "Thank you, son." Fucking,
Yeah, but
I love this, but
exactly.
I got a fucking deck to fix.
I still have
dog.
the decks to fix. I
It's
could've
like,
used
hey, games are cool, but I'm trying to barbecue this summer, boy.
that. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Yeah, baseball is a slow sport. Hockey's fast. Basketball is basketball. It's enjoyable.
Yeah, basketball's fast too.
Football.
Basketball's fast but less violent.
Yeah. Football. I would say football is the most violent. Second is hockey. Hockey and football are I would say football is a little more dangerous.
Yeah. Oh no, for sure. Football's probably the most dangerous, even probably over hockey. Maybe
Because
no,
hockey,
maybe
you're on
not.
skates and you're getting hit.
Yeah, you're
so,
fat
like,
because you're moving even.
You're moving
faster.
fast.
And like motherfuckers take pucks to the face all the time.
Yeah. See, there's that too.
So yeah, and then you're like literally getting in full on fights when
You're getting in
disagree-
fights.
when you're disagreeing with people. So
Yeah.
it's
I
probably
don't know.
it's probably more dangerous than football, but
in some
football's
ways.
definitely up there too. Because
Hockey's dangerous for the whole game. Football is dangerous for certain sporadic moments, I guess. Like it's short. The amount of time that's dangerous is shorter, but it's higher. I'd say
I'm
it's
sure
higher danger.
I'm sure
probably.
both still have the same level of CTE, like because it's both collisions at high
Oh
speeds.
God, bro. Yeah, absolutely. If I had to play, I'd probably play basketball. To be honest.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
that's the
that'd be
safest.
If I had like kids, I would want them playing like
Yeah.
probably basketball the most.
Even baseball too. Like that
baseball.
ball.
It's like if you get hit by the ball and like again like motherfuckers fighting baseball too, like at least coming up, like
Yeah,
until you
yeah,
get to like
yeah,
the pros and shit. And once in a while it mixes up in the pros, but
It does.
it's just like fuck, you just unnecessarily fight in a baseball. It's like you wouldn't think, oh, that shit like is unhealthy long term, but it's like realistically any fucking collision to the brain is not
absolutely.
good.
Absolutely.
Like,
I mean, basketball is dangerous when you're in the air, right? Like when
yeah,
you're in
you
the
can
air.
fall and fuck yourself
Yeah,
up.
like you're 10 feet in the air, 10 feet, like you're hitting the rim, and
You
then
can always
some guy
like catch
pushes you,
an occasional elbow or some shit like
occasional
that.
elbow, you land funny, where you land funny, or you get hit, or that's the dangerous part. But like, I mean, like for me, probably for the average person who's not gonna try to dunk, like it's probably fine.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. I was
Yep.
gonna say I feel like people that mostly can dunk would still have like a relatively good time, but not necessarily. That's actually why that happens a lot. It's because there's some people that can dunk, but it's like you're not dunking like LeBron's dunking. Like
And even
you're
LeBron's been
barely
getting
able
hurt
to.
too.
Oh, for sure. But it's like if you're barely able to dunk, that means you're probably barely able
Probably
to
shouldn't
land.
dunk. Yeah, probably
Yeah.
shouldn't dunk if you're trying to dunk and you're barely like Steph Curry. He knows. He's like,
Like,
I can dunk, but I don't really. I
Yeah.
probably shouldn't dunk.
Yeah, people understand like knees give out and
Knees
fucking
give out,
like what comes
ACLs.
up comes down.
Exactly.
What
What goes up must come
People
down.
forget about that part. It's like you're so prideful about like, oh, I want to touch the rim. It's like, what about landing?
Yeah. What about the second part of that after you
The
touch
second
the rim?
part can hurt very much. So,
Mm-hmm.
what do we got here though? Let's fucking make sure. I want to make sure we fucking saluted all the folks for
Oh,
tuning
yeah,
in
shout out everybody
today. Fucking Pixie holding us down in the chat. Salute. She's saying. What's she saying? Video. Oh, people are just listing off their fucking favorite things because we're listing off sports. So people are just like video games,
love
weed, sports, cooking. Van B is all about rap, weed, cooking, and sports. Ohms is all about MMA, boxing, basketball, football,
MMA,
baseball.
boxing.
MMA for sure, but like I almost put MMA in its own category outside of like sports because it's
team
martial
sports.
arts.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
and definitely not even team sport. Like so, it's definitely its own thing. It has its own level of athleticism. Just like I wouldn't really classify like Olympic sports next to like football kind of.
facts.
I guess modern day conventional sports or whatever you want to call it. Salute to my guy Benzo Moreau was up in the fucking mix. Avocado, fucking ruin your day, was up in here. Fucking big salute. My guy Lucky, also big salute. He has one of his battles dropping fucking tonight on the Patreon, like I was saying earlier today. Cows, fucking the folks was up in the mix. It's a pretty good fucking turnout for fucking the middle of the goddamn day.
Yeah, it is.
Appreciate you guys for fucking tuning in. And like I was saying, man, all the battles that I filmed last weekend dropping today on Patreon. 4 already out. The next 4 are on their way. I promise you. It's Maverick versus Ricky Dud the Dreamer. Wisecrack versus Faust. Doomsday Decay versus Jiggles. Rashad versus Van B. Casa De Niro versus Triple One. And Nefazar versus Vinny the Jet. Cows versus White Widow Hayes. And Sasquatch Josh versus Lucky. Don't forget, we're also rolling out battles every single Friday night on our YouTube at 9 p.m. PST. That's Pacific Standard Time. For y'all that ain't familiar with acronyms, we got Kane versus Didi dropping July 8th. Rashad versus L-Dog dropping July 15th. White Widow Hayes versus Sasquatch Josh dropping July 22nd. AQ versus Raja dropping July 29th.
Hey.
Faust, the debut, his little spaz round, whatever you want to call it, is dropping August 5th. Black Cloud MC versus Daniel Blackton dropping August 12th. Then we're rolling into the BOTZ Rides Again card from last month. We're going to be having Rubber Tongue versus Reverse Live dropping August 19th. Triple One versus Chaz Ross August 26th. Tino versus Joe Boy September 2nd. Conflict versus Airy September 9th. Daniel Blackton versus Madman Leak September 16th. And Nexus versus Lucky September 23rd. And then, again, like I said, all of those are just going to keep steamrolling away. Monthly of fucking events. If you just cannot wait, you just like, Ryne, please, I want to watch these battles now. I need to see them today. You can. That's the beauty of the Patreon. Because for only $5, if you're just a regular patron, it's the best way to hold us down.
Thanks.
I'm not necessarily doing merch at the moment. As the events keep going up and bigger, we're gonna be making more money from like actually charging at the venue again. But the Patreon, 100% best way to support the league. Then, now, and forever. You know what I'm saying? Only fucking $5. You get to watch every one of our events long before they ever hit the YouTube, as you can clearly see, because those events those battles I was just listing off Friday by Friday,
Those are good battles.
they're great, but it's also like, 2-3 months after I've already filmed them, I moved on.
Yeah,
I've already filmed multiple events since then. You can go check them out now. You can stay up to date with us if you want to. If you're really trying to be about that fucking life,
stay tapped in.
Stay fucking tapped in. I seen a question earlier today. Earlier in the live, Benzo Moreau was saying, "Did I edit out Maverick flashing the crowd?" I did not edit it out. I just did not catch it on camera, which I think is for the best, because I don't know how YouTube would really respond to such a thing.
Yeah.
Because he didn't go bare-assed. He just did his fucking underwear, but I'm just whatever. And it's funny because if you watch the battle back, you can kind of see me think about it. You can see me kind of you can see me kind of go like down a little bit. But then I was almost gonna be like, should I show this? Nope.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
Good call.
Keep it up.
Good call.
So yeah, is there anything you want to let these folks know about before we head on out of here, good sir?
Man, I appreciate just having me on the channel, man. I'm excited to do more shows, perform. Maybe tapped in with you on the battle rap front.
Hell yeah, man. Anytime.
Put some more music out. If y'all are interested in following me in my music, you can follow me on Instagram. It's Aniche Music. It's ANICHEMUSIC. You can check out my YouTube as well. It's also Aniche Music. And I'm on Spotify. I'm A''NICHE, all the DSP streaming platforms. So yeah, tap in with me, man. Shoot me a message. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. And much love to Ryne Radio and BOTZ Battle for having me. So I appreciate
Hell yeah. Thank you, fucking sir. Thanks for fucking tapping in. I also want to do one more shameless plug before we head on out of here. Summer Sesh, BOTZ Summer Sesh, July 30th is in progress. I'm finalizing some booking things as we fucking speak. Just spending a whole lot of millions of fucking plates over here all the fucking time, but it's all good. It's what we do, motherfuckers. But yeah, the fucking train keeps rolling. Fucking, like I said, monthly fucking events. Look out for that. Coming fucking soon. Outside of that, if you like what I'm doing, fucking, Ryne_radio, just look that up anywhere. It's pretty easy to find. I'm fucking everywhere now, and I'm about to be doing way more things fucking on the horizon myself. So
hell yeah, bro.
Appreciate y'all, fucking appreciate you, and fucking like I say, fucking every fucking time.
I got one more quick plug.
Go for it. Do it. Do it.
All right. I also got a website, anichemusic.com, ANICHEMUSIC.com. We got merch on there. I got some other cool stuff. So, yeah, check it out. Tap in with me. Much love to y'all.
Yeah, fucking check out the fucking boy. If you support me, support
Appreciate
him.
y'all, man.
That's how the fucking wheels turn round and round and round and round, okay? Anyway, that said, make sure you're getting up, getting after it. All the luck and love to you. We got a fucking future to save. Fucking peace, everybody. Check in with you next time.
Peace.
Try to tell y'all. Ain't wanna listen. Now I'm in this bitch. White widow, haze, hood threat, free verse, box. Let's go. What are we talking about, man? What we talking about? Flick with a pen with a flick of a wrist. I get rid of this list. I'm sick of the feed. I'm spinning again. The team don't get hit. Discipline kids, they pissing the wind. Twisting up some black cloud. All these rappers packed now. Coach and play like Stack House. Know the ropes get smacked down. I'll always be the bad guy. Box them up, no pad top. Bitches better act right before they get their bag swipe. Punching what? Luck is up. Rookie think he done enough. I poke and watch the bubble bust. Back to back like lumber cuts. I really wanna mouth off, I swing it right or southpaw. Practice all around y'all. Yeah, I'm making house calls. I only grab a van so I can pack a lot of weed. And Daniel Black and rap like he drink a lot of lean. Y'all hit the legs like baby boy. I make the rules as player's choice. Bully at the park. Yeah, the only one to stay with toys. 40 on D. 45, I got cows. To get the belt, I drop pounds. Hash it out, make hot rounds. It's always easy flipping cane. Get the justice, pistols bang. Watch them leak, this shit don't change. Let them think that it's a game. I diss the rest of y'all, but y'all be scared to touch a beat. Fucking dweebs gon' get carried like Drake on wants and needs. Facts, bitch, I'm on my shit. And they don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Bitch, I'm on my shit. And they don't want no problems. They don't want no problems.